And we are live. Hello guys, and thank you very much for joining again to JFP TV. My name is Fabricio, and I welcome you to another episode of the motivational podcast every Friday, sometimes Saturday, sometimes another day, but usually Friday. I welcome you, Nuno.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good, thank you. What about you?
Yeah, not bad, but tired as I can be after a long week. I think we are working more than ever. It's totally crazy.
Because you're creative. Because you are creative, yeah.
Because I'm determined.
Oh,
And that's what we will discuss today
that's
about.
a good point. Yeah.
Today is the topic determination. Today we will discuss about how to be determined, what's that about, and everything. You need to be powerful, determined, and successful. Stay tuned. We hope you like this episode. And as usual, welcome at JFP TV. Oh, wait a second. The button didn't function. Now. There you got me, guys. It's a long time ago that I used the Stream Deck to be live, but today, without censorship, we are live. My friend, how does it come that we want to discuss this topic today? Why is determination so important?
Yeah, so the topic, as you say, commitment, determination. And to answer your question, everybody is committed and is determinate in easy times, in good times. But especially when life is hurting or life is difficult, to keep a clear commitment, to keep working for goals with full power is less easy, and is exactly in the situation we are now, no?
Yeah, we're all facing this a challenging time, but next to that, obviously, January is has always been a stressful month, but this year, election year again also. So everything which can influence you and your goals are here. A lot of people are struggling to be determined about their goals, sportive or private. So it's a topic which comes with martial arts naturally. How did you get in touch with this topic, and how important is this topic for you as a coach?
So, as a coach, I see two aspects. I wait from the athletes full commitment. I think this is their job, really their job. The inner power to know exactly what they want, where they go, why they do it. I even think if you can't answer this question properly, by your own, it will be difficult to go forward. On the other hand, I think when a coach, a trainer, is giving everything, is the minimum he can expect from the athlete is this full commitment, no?
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a very important point. And also the commitment you bring with yourself, the deal you have with yourself, I think is very important, especially in hard time.
Yeah.
And this has to be something very clarify. Yeah.
When you say hard times, it's obviously that you will face in your life more than once a hard time, or in comparison, more often harder times than good times. A lot of people think motivation, when they are happy, when everything is going easy, when they're doing progress, is as valuable as when you have a bad time and can be motivated. But even then, when everything is going hard, when everything is feeling very like without a purpose, why are you doing this? If you just want to look for motivation and you don't have motivation, then you have not really a sense of continuing. But when you are determined, or you have an obligation, or you have like a responsibility, these topics are the same or in the same corner. That's why it's for you as a coach. You told me the most important part, because you don't have to be always feeling good, and we will discuss how you worked the first few years at your school, because you were motivated, but obviously you were determined. That's why you could work also so long days for so many weeks. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I think determination is something very strong. Is even you don't give even place for doubts, and this really we say in French, motivation and determination can move mountains. No, and I think this gives you really a structure, and for me, very important is like a clear priority.
Yeah.
Clear priority, because now we spoke about January, Corona, blah 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 blah. I have a bobo here. I have my heart is bleeding here. Here I have a small injury, and this is not good. And everybody have that in his life, but at the same time we have to continue to move forwards. No, so little bit hard talking, but we always have excuses, and this determination will make the difference. If I'm going to put the emphasis on the excuses or keeping the eyes on my goal. And the funny paradox of that, you will change the situation with this attitude. It will change your perspective on the situation.
When you say that, how do you mean that your view or your perspective to a certain situation? For example, how could you help someone which is struggling right now with motivation? Because this is a topic I also talked about, I think in I'm not sure where, Instagram maybe, or maybe a vlog. Right now I'm a little bit struggling where I put a few things in, but it's a topic which is all around on January, how you can be more determined. But what I'm very interested is how you can motivate someone or inspire someone to get his priorities right.
So a little bit with some cynical, if you let yourself fall down, this will not help.
Yeah.
So actually the best choice is still to fight, to stay motivated and to move forwards, no? Okay, but this seems a little bit simplist, because if somebody is like sad or feel no power, this is his reality at that moment, no? I think a good point is to make a shift of reality in order to understand, okay, my situation is like this, but it could be much worse. And also to make the person to understand that even small steps in the good direction will change the mood. Let's be more concrete. If we are in a big crisis, I'm not going to change my life in 1 week.
Yeah, and you shouldn't also.
Yeah, it's not realistic. But each step I will do forwards in the good direction, in the direction of believing, of trusting in life, trusting in myself, in my power, in my possibilities. Each step will give me a little bit more power, more optimism, more vision. And I think this is important to see. Responsibilization, it's in your hand, it's in your power, and it doesn't have to be all at once. I think we can lose everything in life, but not the faith.
The faith or the faith?
Faith. Say it again in
faith.
English. that one.
The faith.
But that's a good one, because we shouldn't be afraid to lose the faith when we speak English.
Also, our English is very charming, because we have a lot of accents. So,
if you say so.
but you could understand actually both. Lose the faith in front of people, so what they will think about you, but the faith, in this context, the faith. Now I remember where I did the video. I did the video for a group of clients I have, for one very specific. It was in Swiss German, but now I will be more motivated after us again to do it in English. I gave a personal development coaching client of me this homework. Maybe you are working also with a lot of the similar tools. I mean, in the end, every coaching method is basically the same, with different aroma, different tastes. I gave her the homework. She has to write down her vision, her goals, how she will be, what will she wear, where she will be, how her dream apartment has to look like, her dream car, etc. So that she has a clear vision to where her life is going to go, or in which direction. And what I told her is exactly the same what you are talking about. Like, it's not that you have the capacity or that you have the obligation to change from today till tomorrow, that your life goes to this point, till this goal. But every day you can manage to shift your life a little bit to the right direction towards your goal. But when you're not knowing where your goal is, what's your goal, I think also there starts the problem, because how could you be determined when you don't really know the goal?
And that's my point with the commitment. The commitment, if some character is a little bit fanatic, I need to do that, exactly that, I'm going there. It looks like a little bit military style.
Yeah.
But on the same hand, we know from the meditation, no? We speak about the monkey mind.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And our mind is built like that. So if we are not able, through mental control, to give a direction to our thoughts, they will go everywhere, and many times in the negativity. So already to have a commitment gives you clarity. With the clarity, the vision. With the vision, a road to go. And then with the road, the methods, the steps, a plan. No? So that's why I say at the moment we lose this commitment, this determination, we are quite lost. And a little bit, hard talking, it doesn't help. It doesn't help to stay in this state of mind, and who is going to help me? What should I do? It's okay, we are human beings, everybody have for a while. Yeah. But we should remember your best friend is your right hand, and you are going to find a way by yourself with your own resources. That's why this self-esteem, this faith is so important, this self-esteem.
So in other words, you have to learn how to deal with yourself, not with the help or resources from someone else. Of course, it's always valuable. Of course, if you are in the position to for example, JFP TV is built up as a team. You know, now I think everyone here in the team, I couldn't ever have done this alone. But I was in the lucky position, and I'm lucky that I'm not really the most antisocial person. But when you have problems and you can't build a team, or you can't rely to someone else, don't freak out, deal it with yourself. And sometimes you have the capacity to overcome things even with yourself. This is like the first point of our discussion today, deal with yourself. The second point you wanted to talk about today is also clarity. How would you describe to have clarity, and how can you achieve clarity for the goals?
Very, very good point. Let's say we have 2 arms and 2 legs, and we cannot be at 10 places together. So clarity have also to do with mind focus. Our day we have so many possibilities. And we have the advertising everywhere, and we have the social medias everywhere, and we have so much people we admire in so much different fields. But at the end, it's your life, it's your goals, it's your interest. And I think this could be an interesting topic, just to spend enough time, and this is an investment, is a seed, till a person knows this is the right way for me. This is what I want in my life. This is where I feel happy. This is where I can share the most things with other people, make other people happy. In Japanese, they call ikigai, finding your purpose in life, no? And I think this could be a topic in school, in the official school, to help kids to find their clear topic in life. And then from there, once you define that point, clarity is not so difficult anymore. But we need the courage to see I deserve to have a goal. My life is not just a casualty. I'm not lost doing something out there. I have the right to have a vision, to set goals, and to work for it. And with this clear focus, I think clarity comes automatically. And then naturally, we are human beings. We have this monkey mind.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we are on the way, and then we have doubts, and we see other possibility, other opportunities, and then comes the commitment,
Mm-hmm.
the determination. Remember, I said, this is where I go.
Here is a very interesting topic. You don't have to answer it, but it's just my thoughts. While we are building up a new business, I was discussing this today, actually right today, with Shanti. We were discussing about the marketing, how you can target a certain group for your product or your service. And we were discussing about the generation Y, generation Z, and this like when you were born 1990 or after 2000. And even in psychology terms, there are a lot of differences in between every generation.
Mm-hmm.
There is one generation, the generation Y, obviously still a little bit my generation, which I noticed even as a not a psychologist. I told her before we have this discussion, I told her, listen, isn't it weird that a lot of my friends or the people I know are rather in one direction, very ideologistic, following an ideology, or in the other one, or in the right direction, like really very radical. It's not the point what we will discuss today. But what I wanted to find out is, I think for me and also for you, maybe because our parents or just the time we were when we were children, it is a little bit. It was a little bit easier to find a balance in between where you want to find your goals, your direction, because nowadays when I see how much uncertainty is around, how many people are struggling to find meaning. They have jobs, but everyone all of a sudden want to become an entrepreneur. Why? Because they think, then I will work with meaning, then my life will be that and that. They are struggling to find clarity, They are really struggling to find clarity. And the vision you have, or the wish, I wish would be also my goal when I will have kids, that in maybe school, they will teach them, hey, listen, where are your skills? Where are your skills? Which topic is more interesting to you? Where you want to go in life? This isn't right now the time. So it's very, very unclear for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I know, for example, I could name you five people last year which did their master degrees and then their doctor, like the final of their studies in topics of economy, law, and they are not really so motivated to stay in the jobs. But why they did the jobs? Because they thought it's the good thing to do. So they are not really clear what they want to accomplish, and they will not be clear. That's the sad part.
So now we have a transition.
Yeah.
Sometimes we choose the job because of the face,
Exactly.
of the prestige, of the social condition of
What
this
we
job,
think is good.
but not the face of our heart, no?
Yeah.
So I agree this would be such an important topic. I can be a little bit, last time you laugh on me, so I do it again. I can be a little bit more romantic.
Yeah.
Why not teach to kids to dream, to listen their heart, to dream?
Mm-hmm.
If you can follow your dream in life, you will be a happy person. And you don't need motivation, you don't need commitment, you don't need goals. You are playing your life because you are no?
Mm-hmm.
So, and kids, they have that. When they are very small and you ask them, I want to be pilot, I want to be
astronaut.
and then some adult will say, no, this is not realistic. You're not good enough for that. Your notes are not good enough. Or no, this is not, very few people that achieve that. And then
your self-confidence disappears then.
But the point you spoke before is very interesting concerning this generation.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we had another podcast together. We spoke about goals.
Mm-hmm.
And we had these goals which are spectacular. World champion, my own company, big goals.
Mm-hmm.
And all these goals we saw on the social media. Everybody is sexy, everybody is special, everybody is successful. These goals first of all, I think it's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
The photos lies.
Of course.
But
I agree.
but these goals are very spectacular, and they are coupled with high expectation.
Mm-hmm.
In the other hand, we spoke in this podcast about small goals from the everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I decide every morning when I stand up, I take a cold shower. It sounds very stupid and
No,
silly,
I totally get it. I
silly.
totally get it.
But the discipline I have to do it and to stick to it every morning, and I don't give up. I do it, and it's cold,
Yeah.
but I still
Not comfortable.
This will give me some pride,
Mm-hmm.
some self-confidence, give me some courage for the day. And I think the strongest commitment are not the ones I yell on the TV, on the radio. It's the ones I do in my heart with myself, and I stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
I stick to it. This gives you a lot of self-confidence, self-esteem, and value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is, I think, these are the roots. This is the base.
First thing, I don't remember to laughing you about something you said. That's never happened. And if you notice that I did that, please send me where it was, because I totally forgot. But I think what you meant was, I think we had then a disagreement of dream jobs and what fulfills you. Maybe you mean that, because a lot of people, not you especially, but a lot of people tell me, oh, I want to do what makes me happy. And I said, no, if you will really achieve something in life, you shouldn't drive to something which makes you happy, because happiness is not a goal, it's just a state. You can be happy if you take drugs. Mm-hmm. Why shouldn't you take drugs then? Because you want just to be happy, or drinking alcohol or whatever. You could destruct yourself, but the state would be, I'm happy. What fulfills you? I was a lot of times in my life I was struggling with happiness. Could say I was depressed, but I had obligations. I had appointments. I had that was the meaning in my life. Mm-hmm. That kept me going. That kept me driving. Mm-hmm. So this was for me the purpose of my life, and still is. And when people ask me about that, but you're doing your dream job, I sometimes say, no, it's not so romantic. It's not really my dream. It's the thing, like every little step I took, I did in my life towards my goals. Well, they put me here, I'm here. So I can go back. I can just keep on going and changing a little bit the direction. But it's not that you really achieve exactly the same goal that you want to achieve. You can do little things like you told me. And you know what? I told you already, maybe she's listening, Nadia. I had a Zoom call yesterday. We will do a Zoom call podcast. Let's see how we do that. No good camera quality and maybe no microphones, but the content is always like here, very valuable. She's a yogi, and she said, in yoga you have to stay up early, around 6 o'clock. It's about discipline here and there. And today I stood up early and I did something very uncomfortable.
Thank you, Nadia.
Yeah, and I can totally feel it. You know why? Maybe I'm a little bit too early to say it after one day. But today I stood up and I was, I did it.
Is what I mean.
Then the next step, I was in the kitchen, 1 hour of food preparation for the day. And then I had a little goal. I just want to do the dishes at the same time, so there is no mess in the kitchen. So every little stupid goal, I took one after one. And then I came to the business and I said, oh my God, I'm so successful. I did like 5 to 10 little things today. So this is so a success feeling.
And how can you expect to achieve big things if in the small things you are not there, no?
Exactly.
But what you talk now about your daily life, your responsibility, these small steps, no? When we speak about commitment, a reason that some people try to avoid commitment is probably the responsibility. Mm-hmm. With a commitment, always some responsibility are coming, no? Mm-hmm. And we always see responsibility as a burden, something I have to carry, something heavy, something difficult. And we forget that responsibility makes us strong, makes us grow, and it's a huge motor. And I think it's a big illusion to avoid responsibility in order to be happy.
Yeah. Something happened with the connection.
Ciao zusammen. Ciao zusammen.
Fuck.
Letzte 20 Minuten.
Nein, gerade sobald du geredet hast.
Ja, sicher Blödsinn gesagt.
Nein, warte mal schnell, vielleicht können wir gerade reinsteigen nochmal. Nein, ist perfekt.
Ich tue den Lolli.
Now it's going.
What's going on?
Nein, ist verzögert. You guys, I'm talking in Swiss German because we had some technical issues. We were trying to have a determined computer. Our computer weren't determined. Things can happen. We are live again. Sorry for the interruption. Maybe we have to cut the video. But anyway, stick around. We are live still.
Improvisation. I like that.
You were talking about responsibility. I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Like
No.
higher power. We didn't have the live stream.
No worry. Yes, I think we speak about commitment today, no? And commitment is always coupled with responsibility. And responsibility are not something negative, are something which will help me to grow and to build my character. And to walk away from responsibility will do exactly the contrary.
Yeah.
And sometimes today, this is what we call freedom or happiness, to have no responsibility.
We mix things up and think we will be more happy when we have less responsibilities, which I totally used to think it also. I was struggling. Oh my God, I have to do this more. I miss the times when I don't have to do anything except of what I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
2 years later, I love more things to do. I'm thrilled to do more things. Just crazy.
Yeah. I think it's a big trap there. It's a big trap. Also, the point you spoke about this generation, I think is very interesting. You said some are very fanatic in one direction, no?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not qualified to speak about it, but perhaps the catalog of the possibilities, of the opportunities is so huge that it's like a self-defense move to say, okay, I go one direction, I stick there. Like in Berlin, which is an incredible culture city, I met many people that told me Berlin is terrible because you cannot stay home one evening because
there's too much to see.
You
too
always
much
have the feeling to miss something, and they suffer from that.
Yeah.
And I think our consummation society for the young people bring this problem. There are so many possibilities that sometimes you are totally lost, no? And perhaps it's natural to go a little bit clearly in one direction.
I had this totally this topic was, what's the word? Not following me, was like all around my head while I had my last relationship, because we had totally different points of view, and it's not a critique, it's just a remembering. We had totally different points of views. I told you already, I had this feeling of I have to do more, I want to do more, but maybe more in the same direction. Because I was like always determined to do that one thing which I want to do. And my partner then, she was like, oh my God, you do every day the same thing. Isn't it boring? And I'm not mad at her right now after a few years. But at that moment, I thought, oh my God, maybe I am boring. Maybe I am doing just two things all the time, and which was photography and training. And then I really struggled. I was thinking, okay, maybe she's right. Maybe life is about to do everything, go more traveling. And so I tried out, like coming out of my comfort zone. I wanted to travel more, which I will do. Don't freak out. I will travel more. I will take you with me in vlogs and everything. We will go together. But the thing is, I was always happy and always determined with with 2 or 3 things to do. I was never missing out anything. And to be totally fair, if you're watching, my ex-partner, totally fair, sometimes there are 2 ways. You can look for new things because you didn't find yet your clarity, your clear goal or your clear whatever, and it's totally fine. But it's not that everyone is like that, because I had the luck to find right immediately after I came out of school, the one thing I wanted always to I wanted to do the most, which was like fitness, like being a coach, and that gave me, like I told you, in the times which funny that you told that heavy burden. I had it, and I think I told you that in another podcast. I had this feeling once, which was 2016 or 2015. After a competition, I had a lot of success, a lot of athletes which wanted to work with me. Then I gave also a lot of personal training. So I was really like building up too much to-dos. So it was like, I was like burning out. And then I had word for word the same discussion with another partner I had. I didn't just had one partner in my life, not many. Then my partner said, "Oh, why don't you just change your career?" And I said, "Man, I can't just do that, you know. I'm just a coach. I never learned any office work or any other thing. It's my heavy burden, my cross. Sometimes it's very heavy, but I have nothing else, you know." So sometimes my direction I chose, like being a coach or doing fitness, was so limiting. But then again, it flourished, and it took me like motivating me to mountains, which I never could have reached. Wouldn't I stick by it? Would I not have stick by it, you know? So it's like a roller coaster. Just to be clear that.
You know, what you say also inspire me. Sometimes what is the difference if a person go for one target, always the same? I have a brother, he's a very good sport talent.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at everything. He's a sport teacher.
Yeah.
And he tell me, "Nuno, you are a fanatic."
You was one thing you do.
Yeah, all your life taekwondo, you're just fanatic. I say yes, true. And but on the other hand, to go deep into something gives you a lot of satisfaction. But now to compare with daily life, perhaps you are always in the same topic. If I hadn't make my own taekwondo interesting to me, the way I teach class, the way I bring new ideas in the taekwondo, the way I form it for myself, the way I think free about it, perhaps it would be very boring.
Mm-hmm.
So this is only a frame, a form. I create into this form with my creativity, with my idea, with my courage. I make it alive.
Yeah.
It's perhaps the same in a marriage. We can say all life the same person, but you rediscover each other. You cultivate together. You grow together. You open new spaces, and this is a wrong excuse to speak about the form. We make the content in the form with our creativity, our face in life, our etc. No?
Funny that you are talking about marriage or relationships, which would take another totally podcast just to go deep in this subject. But one thing I had also much time to learn about last year was exactly the kind of topic, marriage or relationships. Here and there in my life, I was very sure what I wanted to do. In case of relationships, I never were sure. But it's the same thing. In the end, it's really the same thing for me, for me at least. So the frame you said the frame. I think it's a valid word. The frame is not really important because, for example, I'm not a teacher. I never will be, but still I am. The guy Dom, he's maybe listening, maybe not. It's live. Don't know where he is right now. He met me 4 years ago by the Drei-Rosen-Brücke doing some sports outdoor. And he was like, I don't know how old he is now. 21 is he? So he was like 18, 19. No. 18. Most obviously 18. I don't know how old is he, so don't write down how old are you. So the thing is, he was really young, really looking like a teenager. And I met him, and 4 years later, he was like, I don't know if he was like a little bit exaggerating, but he was thinking, yeah, Fabricio, you helped me a lot. I learned a lot from your words you gave to me. I kept it in heart, and yeah. So I teached him, in one way or another, in total different frame as in school, but he learned something from me. And as a coach, I also had the luck. It's just a luck. It's pure luxury. If you're a coach and you have the same luxury, it's valuable. It's priceless. Priceless or priceless?
Priceless, yeah.
Yeah, it's valuable. The thing is the valuable. I get compliments from clients which say, "Hey, Fabio, remember 2 years ago you told me that thing, and yeah, you changed my life." And I said, "Oh, I would have to charge these things now." No, but the thing is, no matter if you are talking about nutrition or taekwondo or yoga or whatever, if your goal is to help people, then you're a teacher, maybe not just a nutrition coach. And the frame is then totally not important. You can help people with your skills, with your motivation, with your purpose, with your clarity, with your determination. Doesn't matter if it's in a fitness studio, a nail salon, maybe. Yeah.
This speaks totally to me. As I think the power of the intention. You can go to a doctor which doesn't care about you, and all his title will not help you.
Yeah.
You can go to a shaman, which everybody will say hocus pocus, but his heart is there with you. And we should not think that the jobs and the qualification makes the only difference. The intention, the honesty, the authenticity are very powerful tools. And as you say, they jump over the bridges. These jumps over the jobs, through the jobs, is not so important. I would like to go back to the commitment. We spoke about commitment in job, in setting goals, in career, in sport. Commitment in friendship. Some things happening in society, they touch all the fields of society. And this habit of being everywhere at the same time being nowhere, it's like a modern habit, because we are flexible. We have the handy, and we can change the plan all 10 seconds. No? So I heard some story that also happened to me, that I asked a very good friend, do we meet next Saturday? And he said, I don't know. And I asked him, yes, but next Saturday, are you free or are you not free? He said, yes, I'm free. Okay, then we meet. He said, I don't know. And then I said, but you are free and you don't know. Yeah, something can happen, something new can come till there, and I don't know. So make your decision. You meet me, yes or not? I don't know. We don't meet. I love you. Ciao, ciao. So what I try to say is, if you have commitment, you show character. You show respect to the other and to yourself. And you make yourself interesting. Who wants to meet somebody who don't know what he wants? Who want to be to have confidence, or who will believe into a person which say, yes, no, I don't know, perhaps. So the commitment is not only what we think to achieve goals, is to give a structure to ourselves, to stick to something, to know who we are and to take decisions, what we do with our energy, with our values, with our body. I think it can be something very personal, a commitment to myself, for example.
Yeah, this is a cool point you're making. Character. You show actually character when you show your determination towards your goals, or your job, or your family, or your friends. Also, very important to know for the youngsters, young men, who are watching. I had this topic once, I think last month, December. a young guy asked me how he can become more attractive. And I said, man, if I would know, I would apply, you know. No, but the fun aside. Attractiveness, I told him, because I got to know it. Why am I attractive? It can be my looks only. Sometimes I look very ripped and sportive. Sometimes I look like a potato chips bag. But the thing is, what always was attractive to my opponent, to my partner in that example, was that I was always decisive. I could always decide. I knew what I want. I was determined. I had discipline. I showed character. I showed my face right away, what I like and what I don't like. This was actually all the time what I heard when I was talking with a girl, you know, heterosexual. Could be a man also. But the thing is, that made me attractive. So my guide or my answer for him, this young man, I said, hey, listen, maybe you can work on that. If you can't work on your looks, or you're not so disciplined to train and change your body, I'm not really sure even now that you have to change your looks. But if you change the appearance of your values, the appearance of your character, in other words, your character, this is very attractive also. And this is exactly what determination means for me also, as a man, as a young man, also a woman.
Yeah, I think it's a very important point. And on the other hand, no, why we don't do that is because we could be afraid to get opposition. No, you want to be on the good side.
That's the topic.
So you adapt to be loved in order to get love or appreciation, and you do exactly the wrong thing. Actually,
you avoid criticism.
Yeah, that's why I spoke to this commitment to yourself. No, with my weakness, with my strengths, with my ideas, with my goal. I think we are the most. What is it? Just feel powerful. We are the most powerful when we are authentic. When we can look ourselves in the mirror and say, this is my opinion. I have the guts to express it with respect for everybody, always on the polite way. And I stay on my 2 feet, and this is my reality. And this self-commitment. Also, I think when people want to manipulate you, or life is hurting, or perhaps you have no success, life is difficult, but you still have this commitment to yourself, this self-respect, this self-esteem. I think these are very strong roots. So if I should finish on that topic, no? Many people think the commitment is something we need to get a job, to be in this football team, to be this player, to get that from... This for me is a result. The commitment you have to yourself, this will have an expression outside, and it will give you a lot, because this commitment will be clarity.
Word.
But something we should not forget.
Yeah.
Commitment to good mood.
Yeah, commitment to good mood. You decide how you want to feel.
Yeah, you said happiness is a state, no? But I think we can do the best out of each situation. Now, look, it's dark outside. People are half depressed. They look at their feet.
Yeah, it's actually raining, huh?
Yeah.
Started well this morning, but it's raining now.
To tell you the truth, I'm doing stupid things all the day. Yeah. I try to bring people to laugh. I behave like a kid because it's heavy. And this is a choice. We are not dying. We have a difficult situation, but we are still eating. We are not dying. We still have a bed to sleep. So I think we have to make a commitment to good mood. Humor is streng obligatorisch.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything to show your smile sometimes. Yeah, that's something you could take wherever you are, even if in a tram, wearing a mask, sweating after underneath the mask, like me always. Guys, it could be worse. It could be 10 times worse. And there's a good book, 10 times, about the subject. And I think today we have a little bit discussed about determination, about, again, respect, even self-respect, because you need a lot of self-respect to be determined. And I will do today another little short video about love. Watch out for that. What's love? Some lessons from JFP to take with you in your heart. And the topic of self-care, dealing with your loved ones, dealing with problems, dealing with whatever, with the world, starts and ends in your mind. It won't end with a coach. It won't end or be solved by anyone, doctor or the government. It will always be solved or more or being. Oh man, now I got like flatline. Problematischer, more problematic in your head. So you have to start to be more positive in your head. Then you will find solutions. My friend, any words left?
Bleib geschmeidig, as usual.
Bleib geschmeidig. Thank you very much for this again motivational podcast. Our motivational podcast with Coach Nuno Damaso and Coach Fabricio will be available always on YouTube for free. We will have the luck to have also private sessions. And if you want to do more with Coach Nuno or Coach Fabri, then send us just an email and we will do the link and give you the contact address to be in a holistic health coaching environment. Also, if you want to learn Taekwondo, kickboxing, or anything else, also JFP TV is a platform. You can ask your questions, and we will immediately direct you to the match personal trainer or coach or whatever, with the topic powerful mind, body, and soul, and to achieve a powerful lifestyle. Stay cool, stay geschmeidig, and like always, just feel powerful. Guys, if you are still watching, everyone is still, just one little thing at the end. We are now, since more or less 8 months on YouTube. JFP has grown immensely, and it's just thanks to you. With immense, I don't mean subscribers like 100,000 in 8 months. This is not the channel about that. The channel is about the community, giving back to the community, because all we do is just without any money involved. We are